me check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't once. Keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
She got me.
Hit boy and be some you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake, Mariota. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Someone came to play today.
Well, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
The ball carrier.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 12 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, Could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That's another.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing at the receiver.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
A gain of 50.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Down behind the line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
47-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, San Francisco.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Roughing the passer defense.
What was that, Russ?
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A shotgun snap and again for Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
1-yard gain.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 57 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. To throw Mariota. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Pickup brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's in for the 49ers score.
Mariota on the keeper.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them,
oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that in. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Second down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a carry for Dobbins. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here at it. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
49ers 7.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
4 yards on the
second down at 6 now from the 42. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's another Buccaneers.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it's going to be second down. From the shotgun again to Jones. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Samuel on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They just yielded a touchdown on the other end. Now they'll be trying to answer the bell and get a score of their own.
It's their opportunity to match. Can they do exactly what they just saw happen to them? Go down the field and score a touchdown. And to me, the best way to do it, look at your play sheet, coordinator, and call plays for guys that make the best plays for you. Go to the guys that you know can get the ball down to the end zone.
On play action, Mariota. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, San Francisco.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Score, Buccaneers 16.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 10.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fournette. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally out of bounds is inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Showing some grits and some guts going for it. Their 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
First down, Mariota. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yards to go.
Throwing is Mariota. That's complete to the tight end Werner. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Right there, 54, right there. Back to 60.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. D. Ford, his second sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Here's Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Mariota's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Mariota's pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.